building, there was a lot of concrete around here and runways and stuff. So they cut it all up, smashed it all up, added it into the other material for the roads, and so we're riding on what was World War II airstrips. Going to leave the church. This is a narrow road, and here's a load of hay.
Here we go. Let's do it.
Now we're going to back up.
Guys.
We're going to squeeze over here, and he's going to squeeze over there.
Whew. That's a lot of hay. Let's let him.
They all
Is
got
to be
little
looking
huts.
at the left. Pigs actually live in style here. These are
Oh, they're pigs.
These are pig huts.
But it was World War II Quonset huts.
The Hethel runway, once it was purchased, and is actually now on the most of it is on the property of the Lotus car manufacturing plant.
Yeah.
High performance race cars that will be driving by the Lotus factory and their showroom.
Lotus
The lights
car
are on or not, but we'll see
area.
part of the showroom.
This goes on and on. It's huge. Oh, there's
There
some
you go.
cars.
You pick your color. Yeah.
We each take one home.
Hethel
B-24
airfield.
scattered about all over the place. They were part of the combat bomb wing, 14th combat bomb wing with the 445th and the 453rd bomb groups. But then they said, boys, don't unpack your bags. As I talked about earlier, they were sent off to North Africa to be a part of Operation Tidal Wave, better known as the Ploesti mission on August 1st, 1943. So you can see that most.
Luckily, we were here when a local history group had an open day, which takes place on the second Sunday of each month between April and October. Lucky us. 389th Bomb Group. Here that we weren't expecting. Camouflage building. Some Jeeps. Got guns and a briefcase and a machine gun.
What's that?
Pistols.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
These are carbines.
Yeah, well, it depends.
Here.
Yeah, unfortunately, it went in on.
I guess the 389th Bomb Group, Station 114th. This is in Hethel,
I think they lost
and they were here for a couple years.
Well, there was 3 different bomb groups, went to 3 different targets, weren't they?
They all belonged to a man named Saul Greenberg.
So, you've been seen many. You just
Strapped on their boot, and they're 1943. And as they went along, they stopped. This is what's called blade marked and manufacturer marked. So it's 1943, and it says Kinfolks. And the Kinfolks is a fairly rare maker. They had about, I've forgotten how many, about 8 or 10.
Was
That's what I
chapel.
heard as well. I don't know how true that is, but I heard that's why.
POWMIA, I assume.
They put that there, don't they?
It's an old organ. The 2 years that these guys were here, 321 missions, 116 aircraft missing in action, 588 personnel missing or killed in action, other operational losses 37, total bomb. Here it was painted right here on the wall. It's like put some glass in front of it. Up here we have our friend Winston and our buddy Franklin.
Not the lettering, you can see Italy is properly.
Oh yes, yes. It was just the
This
colour.
is a map of airfields in eastern England. Look at all of these airfields. This base looked like during the war, and there's the runways. 22 years old, honored posthumously attacking a Romanian airfield in the Plotzi raid.
Yeah. But yeah.
Lieutenant Keith
Quite easy.
Shirk, he was a lucky bastard club. He survived 30 missions. Lieutenant Shirk in his airplane, and you wouldn't get away with this today on the side of your airplane. Forget. Here's little bios of all the Americans who were killed from here.
The shoulder right, yeah. Yeah.
There's an Anderson shelter. Over here we have what I know as a Quonset hut, but maybe this predated it. A two-person shelter. Here's one. Lady's growing vegetables on top. And here's what it looked like after a raid. Or about 3 million of these shelters had been supplied to households. And they could either purchase them or return them at the end of the war. Some people just purchased them and used them as sheds for their garden. Jimmy Stewart, he flew 4 missions from Hethel as command pilot. Final mission as command pilot and lead plane on March 21st, 1945. They got a commendation for that mission.
Transportation, all the cost analysis, build the tours, the website, blah, 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 blah. And then when you execute it,
The awards for superior performance in a B-24, Jimmy Stewart would have won one of those too. It's a B-3 winter flying jacket and flying trouser combination. Planes were not heated. They didn't have any heat. This is a heated suit, which I would never have guessed. It looked like pajamas. And a flight jacket, flying trousers, and he's all set up here with a parachute. Lieutenant John Hanslet, 8th Air Force, 389th Bomb Group, 566 Bomb Squadron. He enlisted, he became a pilot. He crashed in France, he got shot down in Germany, got imprisoned in a Nazi POW camp, got liberated, repatriated, and made it back home. Lucky enough to be here on a day when the locals have shown up with a lot of their privately owned World War II vehicles we've learned about today. And I guess this guy's going home with his Jeep. Maybe not. Probably came in handy. What was called a doodle bug.
The American Air Force had never mounted a major bombing campaign. Now, hundreds of planes were taking to the dangerous skies every day. Bases, they weren't running around in Jeeps all the time. They were riding bicycles. It was an instant success.
I have no idea what these airplanes are. Some of those are biplanes. They must have been World War I. Oh. We learned about these with the stripes on them, so they knew that they were British or Americans. And up here we've got some pretty modern aircraft. Sperry Ball turret using the B-17 Flying Fortress and the B-24 Liberator bombers. Are explosive U.S. bombs. Not explosive anymore, but that's what they look like, that they dropped here and there. Jeeps and armored personnel carriers, and here's a four-door interior. And guarding this car is this guy. Way back to Bury St. Edmunds, we passed this monument to the 96th Bomb Group. Learned that the runway is now part of a auto racing track.